Greetings, my noble knights, it is I, Blaze Templar, and here we are with week 1 of the UAPB, and we have some interesting threats against us, and I actually predicted a number of them, like the Gallade, Mega, Arcanine, Greninja, and Mew. I saw those as very likely. Sceptile I was a little on the fence about, but I thought it was also pretty likely. Looking at his team, I think his likely lead is in fact the Greninja. So I'm going to go ahead and predict that with Gardevoir. And I am running Choice Scarf Gardevoir, so here we go. Rock on out and see if we can win this. GL, HF, through Discord. Justified boost. Okay, so this is his Mega, and it's neutral that way, but that's super effective. His defenses go up once he Megas, so I think our best bet is in fact the Moonblast. He could have Poison Jab, but Gardevoir, do I need it for anything else? I'm just going to Moonblast. I think it's my best play here. I could trick a Scarf to something, which would be kind of nice, but I am modest. With 388 speed, I'll outspeed Kaiba. Kaiba! And a Moonblast should leave a nice dent in most of his team. Barring, of course, the Arcanine. Greninja won't like it. Actually, yeah, the only thing I can think of being a threat with Kaiba is the Poison Jab, but at the same time, I don't know. Oh, there's the Arcanine. Yeah, that's a fair play. He saw that coming pretty nicely. And so that's okay. We're going to actually go straight to Cofagrigus, I think. It's going to let me Trick Room, which could be pretty handy against his team, as he's got a really quick team, and getting it swapped around, not a bad choice. He could predict me to do something like that and go for like a Crunch, but I don't see it happening. And it wasn't Intimidate, so he was really afraid of my Justified, or my Defiant boost. Not my Justified, my Defiant boost. So he didn't bring an Intimidator because of the Bisharp. I did read that play being very likely, and I'm glad I made that choice. You were afraid of Bisharp, right? Eh? So I had a feeling. I really did. Honestly, Amoonguss can kind of come in and do pretty decently. And it walls Balloon. I want to call it Breloom. It's not really a Breloom. Pretty decently. And so, you know, at this point, I'm going to predict him to want to switch. Should I? I think Toxic's my best play here. I really do. I read that so nicely. I'm just so pleased with myself about that. Oh, we get the Toxic off on Mew, which isn't the worst ever. That's actually not bad at all. I mean, it's not the greatest, but it will do. I will take it. We're going to go to Scissor. Maybe we can Pursuit Trap this thing. That'd be pretty cool. Nasty Plot. Hey, he's going all out. He's going for the damages. But I think that Scissor's going to kind of threaten him there. I'm going to turn some music on. Oh, he's baton passing. He is baton passing. That's actually kind of scary too. But I did Pursuit trap him, so when he switches, I think Pursuit works like that, where the baton pass, when he switches out, he gets hit by Pursuit, so... I could be wrong, but I think it does. Which, if it does, I think I knock him out and he loses it. So, yeah. It'd be a lot more comfortable if I was running full attack on my Mega Scissor, but I'm not. I'm running a very bulky Scissor with quite a bit of special defense enhancement. No, it doesn't. But that's okay, because Pursuit will still do a lot. And judging by that, we can just Bullet Punch and take it out. Whew. Okay, so it's good to know that the Mew has that going on. And he can't really switch because he knows I have the Pursuit now. But yeah, I thought Baton Pass would let me Pursuit trap it, you know? I really did hope it would, but it didn't. Which is unfortunate, but we can deal with that. And yeah. That was such a nice play, being able to hit that with the Pursuit. That put me in a much better position. If I can get Arcanine down, Scissor and Gardevoir will really put in a lot of work against his team. Okay, so there's Arcanine, comes in, eats the Bullet Punch without too much of a problem. We're actually going to go to Cofagrigus here, because it is my closest thing to a physical wall I got. And I do have leftovers on it, I believe, so I can take the hits pretty decently, despite not having much investment in the HP and defense department, as I am doing the Trick Room shenanigans. So, you know, that'll be a thing. And I am weakening his Arcanine, Amaterasu, which is actually kind of a cool name. I like that name. It's pretty cool. Flare Blitz, ow. That actually did quite a bit, but we're okay. Now we can get our Trick Room off. And we'll outspeed basically his entire team with everything after this, so yeah. He'll probably want to switch, which is fine, as getting that Trick Room off actually does help me a lot against most of his team, especially as Cofagrigus. He knows he can't take a Shadow Ball at this range, I think, so unless he decides to Morning Sun. I don't know if he even has that. It did a lot of damage. I'm thinking maybe it's banded. Damage calculator. Trick Room. UU offensive. Choice band. Oh, no, it definitely isn't choice band. I would have done more damage than that. That's good to know. Tempted to start the timer because this is taking quite a bit of time and I have other things I need to do tonight. I don't think I can take a dark type attack from this thing. Question is, can my Hidden Power Fighting one-shot Shinobi? I'm not sure, but I am running Modest, so, you know. Hidden Power Fighting will hit pretty decently, at least. So, yeah. And if he takes me out, that's unfortunate, but then I can go into Scissor. or Nidoking. And Nidoking actually threatens his entire team because, yeah, despite the fact I have speed investment, I basically am slower than most of his team. So it doesn't even matter. Maybe I should run Expert Belt on Cofagrigus. That would have been a good idea. I was hoping it'd be enough. We'll go into Nidoking. And now we can just go for a safe Sludge Wave. Something is going to eat a lot of damage, and there's not a thing he can do about it. And I have Trick Room up, which means I'm in a pretty good situation for Nidoking to kind of rampage. Now, if this was Gen 5, that would have easily taken out Shinobi because the base 80 power, hidden power fighting, would have done it, no problem. But unfortunately, it isn't Generation 5 anymore, so it's pretty easy for me to overestimate the power of the HPs. Still, 70% ain't bad. Too bad Fairy didn't have it, though, because if I did, I would have gone Ghost and Fairy, and it would have done really nice against his team. But yeah, him knocking out the Cofagrigus actually still puts him in a really bad situation because Nidoking is now on the field, and he knows I am not Scarfed. So I have a lot of power behind me, and he knows it, what's more. Goodbye, Breloom. I don't care if you resist it, you're dead anyway. Um... 104 to the 123. Yeah, we're still getting more bang for our buck here because 204 or 208, and it's Life Orb boosted. I'm sure he's hoping he can take a hit from Nidoking, but I'm running Shadow Ball because of the Mew. So I can't imagine Mew taking it, and if he can, it means he's bulky, which means he won't be able to take a second, which means it stills my favor. Oh, he did take it. Oh, wow! I honestly did not expect that. Huh. He took that much better than I expected. We're gonna go into... Oh, I don't know. Arcanine's still at 33%. So... Amoonguss? Yeah, we'll go into Amoonguss. We can put something to sleep. And that'll give us a nice little advantage. But yeah, that combination actually did kind of play in our favor. So that was an interesting set of plays for both of us. And if he wants to go into Sceptile, that's fine. I can Sludge Bomb it. If he wants to go into Kaiba, it's just going to get Spored right away. Which really plays in my favor because, sure, you're Mega, but you're also asleep, so it doesn't matter. And then he'll have to switch or stay in. Either way, I get the kind of advantage. Arcanine won't appreciate having to face off against my Gardevoir because a couple of Moonblast, easy KO. He knows I have Toxic. That's all he knows right now. And you usually don't see double status on a Amoonguss unless it's like the paralyzing powder, Stun Spore. So, like Stun Spore plus Spore or Stun Spore plus Toxic or something like that. But in this case, I do actually have the feeling that this is going to work pretty nicely. And even if he does go Sceptile, I can go ahead and Toxic it. And if he decides to try to Swords Dance, I'll Clear Smog it off. I'll I'll have to switch afterwards, but... Okay, yep, there's the Newt. So he does know that now. We'll Toxic here. Weakening his team with Toxic is one of the key elements that I need. And, yeah, I'm not surprised he has Newt just to kind of mess with Amoonguss, which is a good thing for him. It really is. But, you know. If I can get Scissor set up, which is going to be hard as long as the Amaterasu is in the back, I'll be okay, I think. Especially if I get another Trick Room set up, because then I can just Pursuit it and it'll die that way. So, yeah, I'm still in this. Or I could go into Gardevoir now, predict the Sword Stance, and then trick him the Scarf, locking him into that move. Except I don't think it would lock him in. I think our better play is to go for Toxic, then go ahead and get rid of that. Okay, so yeah, Toxic there. Most of my Pokemon don't have a problem with fighting attacks, and he knows it. I think our best play is, in fact... I need to keep Scissor. And I need Gardevoir. Mamoswine actually could be pretty clutch, too. Especially against that Sceptile, if it's weakened. We're going to Sludge Bomb here. We're going to just get as much damage off on this thing as we can right now. See what it wants to go for. We do have Regenerator, so it'll give us an idea. Or we could Clear Smog, predicting the Sword Stance. I think that's our better play. Predict the Sword Stance here, as it does really put me in a difficult situation if he has Sword Stance and he knows it. But no, we do get that off, and he now knows that's there, and so that does help. We're going to just Sludge Bomb. Maybe take out Newt. If we do, that'll put us in a much better situation. We can actually start sporing things, putting them to sleep, and he knows that he can't actually get his swords up now, thanks to Amoonguss. So, it works out. Arcanine is going to eat the Sludge Bomb here, and that's going to take it out, which is actually nice. And we're looking better now. Oh, new subscriber. Thank you, Nate Lee. YouTube just said, hey, you're subscribed, so thank you. You guys rock. You really do. And it makes me really excited. In comes Kaiba, and he knows I have the Clear Smog. So we are going to go ahead and Sludge Bomb this turn. As he Zen Headbutts, that's going to one-shot me. That's unfortunate, but it does put him in a nice situation for me, as Gardevoir can come in now. And his team can't really take Moonblast anymore. And we are Scarf Modest, so we'll outspeed and hit ridiculously hard. Defense 95. Okay. We've still got this. Kaiba is on the field of battle. And sure, we lost a Amoonguss, which would have been nice to have for the Sceptile, and even the Greninja, but Greninja cannot take a Moonblast, and I don't think Kaiba can take a Modest Moonblast either. not at 88%. It's been toxic, and the best thing it could do is possibly Poison Jab, or I guess it could have Bullet Punch, which could be a thing. I don't think it gets Bullet Punch, though. Gallade? No, it doesn't. I was right. It does not get Bullet Punch. If it did, it would make its life so much easier against Gardevoir. But it doesn't have that. It has to rely on the Poison Jab, which I know it gets. And this should... Yes, that takes it out. So Scarf Guardy is going to win the game for me. Newt will not take a Moon Blast. Not at this range. Not when an uninvested Clear Smog did 51%, so, you know. Scarf Guardy, much better than people realize. I actually used a set similar to this in Gen 5, except I didn't run Trick Room on this Scarf Guardy, but it worked out alright for this particular team, so, you know, I was pretty happy about that. But Greninja's going to come in, and it's going to get Moon Blasted too, as he Water Shurikens, gets a critical. Oh, maybe... No, it's still over. GG. That was pretty fun. That was a fun game. Upload and download. So, yeah, I enjoyed that battle. It was quite a bit of fun, and I'll see you guys next time.